Hi guys, welcome back or welcome to my channel. My name is Catherine and this is TBR Takedown episode 5. And sorry for my voice, I've been sick for the past week, but I didn't want to scrap this video idea, so I'm filming. This is real life, okay? I'm having 5 days off of work because on Tuesday we have a national holiday, the Independence Day, and on Monday we actually don't work because we work that day on Saturday. So the entire country is gonna have 4 days off, and since I don't work on Fridays, I get 5 days off. And for the past month or so, I've been thinking of doing a mini readathon for myself. Nothing official, just reading as much as I can in these 5 days. And then last week I got sick, and my voice is still. I'm still not feeling very well, but I decided to film this episode anyway. And to be honest, I don't know if this is going to be the last TBR Takedown episode of this year because in December I kind of want to read more classics and like more chunkier books and yeah, try to get through some books since I've reached my TBR goal for the year. Since I've reached my Goodreads goal of 50 books, now I can chill and read at a bit slower pace. And I don't know if I want to film the TBR Takedown episode. I don't know, my brain is not working. I've had headaches for the past week or so, and I haven't slept well for almost 2 weeks. I would go to bed and then wake up in the middle of the night, and then I can't sleep for multiple hours, and then I go to bed for a couple more hours, and so like I haven't had a full night's sleep in almost 2 weeks since I got the kitten, and it is not his fault, obviously. Like the first couple days, the first couple nights, we were adjusting to each other, and he was a bit crazy during the night, and that was the reason why I woke up. But then when I got sick, I just keep waking up. He's been very, very, very good at night, and he's just sleeping on my pillow or next to me, and he's very good little boy. But yeah, I don't know what it is, but I've been feeling horrible. I have a lot of stress at work, and I'm not feeling very well. But yeah, maybe I just need a little bit of rest, and so my body decided for me that okay, Catherine, stop. And yeah, anyway, so I don't think I will talk too much today. I will read. For these 5 days, I will read as many shorter books as I can. So we are starting this episode on 166 books on my TBR. I know, episode 5, but we are only like 7 books down from episode 1. But that's because I bought a lot of books recently, and I hold like 13 books or even more in the past month or so. So yeah, that is a bit crazy, but I have no regrets. I'm not buying any more books this year, so I have no regrets, and I've been wanting to buy these books for ages, and I have a lot to read now, but yeah. So I am starting with an audiobook. So book 1 is 100 Days of Sunlight by Abby Emmons, and this book has been on my TBR since April 2020 when COVID first started, and I was stuck in Sri Lanka and I was watching a lot of YouTube, and I found this girl, Abby Emmons. On YouTube, she creates videos on writing, and she's an indie author, and I've been wanting to read her book ever since because the idea sounds very, very fun, but I just couldn't find it anywhere. And when I found it on Libby, I was like, oh my gosh, yes, I'm gonna read this. And it's only 7 hours long, so I'm hoping to finish it today. I actually already started. I'm 2 hours in. I listened during the night when I couldn't sleep, and I'm loving it. So this is a story about Tessa, who gets into a car accident and loses her eyesight. And actually, it is very scary to me because I was born with bad eyesight, and every year it's gone worse and worse. And my worst nightmare will be to lose my eyesight completely. Yeah, so she loses her eyesight. The doctors are positive that her eyesight will come back in around 100 days. And she's obviously very angry at herself, at the world, at like everyone. And her grandparents, who she lives with, decide to put an ad on this newspaper to ask if some girl would come and be with Tessa and help her write, because Tessa writes poetry, and so, but she can't do it now, but since she is blind, but they want to find someone who can help her with, but then Tessa finds out and she tells her grandpa, like, no, you have to cancel it, please, I don't want anything. But then when her grandpa makes a call to the newspaper, there is the son of the newspaper's owner, and he hears it, and he finds out about Tessa, and he decides to go visit Tessa, and he actually has his legs amputated below his knees, and so, but he doesn't want her to know. And her grandparents really like him and they let him help Tessa, and I'm only 25-ish% through, but so far I'm really enjoying it. I love how real Tessa is from the beginning. She's like so angry at him, she doesn't want to accept his help, but slowly they will build something like friendship and possibly something more. So yeah, this is very sweet. I know it's very like summery because it's happening during summer, but since now is November, it is not very, like, the weather outside is not very hot and summery, but since I'm sick, I'm feeling so well reading a book about hot days and summer and something like sunshine. And I think I'm gonna try to finish my puzzle in the next couple days, and so I'm gonna be listening to the audiobook while doing my puzzle. I also need to clean my home. I don't think my home has ever been this messy. I was planning to do declutter and deep clean, but honestly, I feel so bad that I probably will just do a cleaning, like maintenance things, and that's it. But yeah, we'll see how I feel in the next couple days. But yeah, I will update you later. So this is the puzzle that I am currently building. This is my newest one. It is a town in Italy, and it is harder than I thought it would be. I am not a huge puzzler. I recently got into this hobby, but yeah, hopefully I can finish it very, very soon. So actually, this was the easiest part, and then now these buildings, they are all so colorful and kind of the same colors, so a lot of the same colors. So it is a bit challenging, but hopefully I can do it. Oh, so nice. Okay, so I finished my puzzle and I'm 62% done with the audiobook. I have a little bit over 2 hours left and I'm really, really enjoying it. It's a very fast-paced and a very interesting book, and my kitten is trying to bit me. Anyway, he's the cutest, isn't he? Isn't he the cutest? Oh, no, no, nope. Okay, so anyway, I'm gonna go to supermarket. I haven't been grocery shopping in more than a week because I worked last Saturday and I desperately need some stuff, and I need to buy food for Pepper as well. So I'm gonna listen to the audiobook on the way, and yeah, then I think when I come home I will start not a physical, I'm gonna read an ebook. But yeah, I want to read with my eyes a little bit. So yeah, let's go shopping, and then I will update you once I'm done with the audiobook, and then I will start my second book. Alright, so I finished 100 Days of Sunlight by Abby Emmons, and I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a very cute YA contemporary romance. It was very sweet, not too sweet, just the right amount, and I really, really enjoyed both main characters and how they grew closer and closer, and I can highly recommend this book. It was nothing special, and you could kind of feel it was nothing like super, super special, and you could definitely feel that it is a debut novel, or maybe it wasn't edited well enough, but some parts fell a little bit off, but overall I really, really enjoyed it. I'm so glad that I finally could read it. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars, and I can definitely recommend it. It is a very good one if you like YA contemporary romance. And it is time for me to pick up my next read, so I'm actually going to talk about book 2 and 3 in this clip, because book number 2 is going to be another audiobook. It's called The Whale Rider by Witi Ihimara. This is a New Zealand author, and this book is about Maori and their culture, and this book has been on my TBR since 2024. So I'm so glad that I can read a little bit more about Maori culture and remember my time in New Zealand a little bit, and I'm almost 1 hour in. I listened to it while I was cleaning my home and I'm enjoying it. There is not a very profound plot yet, but it's more about like Maori culture, and yeah. And then book number 3 for this video is going to be Prepared by Vera Brosgol. So I read Anya's Ghost a while ago, and I loved it, and I added this book to my TBR, and it's been on my TBR since November 2020, and this is a graphic novel about a Russian girl who wants to fit in, but her single mom can't really afford fancy things and fancy summer camps like other parents can, and so she sends her to a Russian camp, and yeah, it's gonna be crazy, and I'm excited to read it. I borrowed it from Libby, and I'm gonna read it on my iPad. So excited to finally get to read these books. I don't know if I will be able to finish both of those books today, but if not, then I will finish tomorrow. But yeah, since both of those books are very, very short, I will update you once I'm done. Hello, it's the next day, and I finished The Whale Rider by Withy Ihimura, and I gave it 3 stars. I really enjoyed the book. I thought that it was a great representation for New Zealand and Maori culture. I'm sorry if I'm butchering the name. I could never pronounce Maori the correct way, so I don't know. But when I lived in New Zealand, I had a few Maori colleagues, and they obviously told us stories about their culture and traditions and stuff, and some things that were included in this book were I've heard the stories, but I've also learned a lot of new things as well. And yeah, it was just like so cozy and nice. And it's gonna be 2 years in February since I've left New Zealand, and yeah, I want to go back with all my heart. And I'm just yeah, it's just so far away and so expensive that I can't afford to go there right now, but I would love to go back. And anyway, if you are doing a round the world challenge, or you just want to read books set in different countries or about different cultures, I definitely recommend The Whale Rider. So I really enjoyed. So it was a story about the little girl Kahu, and also the myth about the whale rider, and it was really sweet and actually heartbreaking how the little girl Kahu wanted. All she wanted was her grandpa's love, but he didn't really like her because she wasn't a boy. So it's very important for them to um, give for the first in line to be a boy, but she was a girl, and I mean, it's not her fault, and it was heartbreaking that he didn't like her. And yeah, overall it was a good book, and I can highly recommend it. So yeah, two books done. I actually finished it last night. I just was too tired to update you, but yeah, 2 books down. Okay, so I finished Be Prepared by Vera Brosgol, and again, I really enjoyed. And Anya's Ghost by Vera Brosgol is actually one of my favorite graphic novels, and I was sure that I will enjoy this one as well. This was very relatable. I can't say that I had the same experience at a camp when I was little, but I definitely had some similar situations, and it definitely had an interesting take on friendship and just how little girls find friends. And there was a lot of bullying and a lot of mean kids and a lot of situations that yeah, they were not nice to our main character, but overall I absolutely I really, really enjoyed the book, so I gave it 4 stars. And yeah, 3 books done for this mini readathon. So we need to choose our next read. And I think book 4 is going to be, no, book 4 is Christmas at Winter Wonderland, but book 5 is going to be Lonely Hearts Day by Casey West. This is a short novella about two friends, and they decide to throw a party for singles on Valentine's Day when there is a party for couples, and I guess eventually they get together and fall in love, and it is a friends to lovers trope, not my favorite, but like I don't mind it as well, and I love Casey West, so I'm excited to read it. It's a short one, as I said, it's a novella, so I should be able to finish it today, but yeah, we will see. I will keep you updated. Good morning, it is Sunday, day 3 of my little readathon, and I have just finished my 4th book for this readathon. It was Christmas in Winter Wonderland by Abiola Bello, and I freaking loved this book. I gave it 4 stars. I loved how cute it was, and also how much teen drama it had. It was like such a guilty pleasure, but so fun. It gave me somewhat of like a Pretty Little Liars drama vibes, and I really enjoyed Ariel's and Trey's relationship. His name is Trey, not Travis. His name is Trey. By the end of the audiobook, I remember his name finally. So I really enjoyed how Ariel helped with his family's bookshop and how they tried to save it. And although it did feel a little bit unrealistic with bookshop going viral and even Rihanna herself rooted for them, it felt a bit unrealistic, but it's okay. And honestly, the whole book, I was a bit confused as to how Trey is gonna break up with his current girlfriend, because I mean, they had problems, and it was very obvious that they wouldn't stay together, and that she's not right for him, and that Ariel is actually a better option. But I was hoping, and like I was just praying that Ariel and Trey wouldn't cheat on his girlfriend. And because like cheating is my least favorite trope, unless it happens at the beginning of the book and the characters split up or get divorced, or unless it's something unless it's like somewhere there in the background, but not when someone is in a relationship and then they meet someone else and they're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna cheat with this person because this person is better. I would be done with the book. I would immediately DNF it. It just icks me out. I just really don't like it. In the end, everything resolved very well. I loved how much college drama there was, and I actually really loved that Ariel was actually a artist, and how she was trying to draw these murals and apply for this course that her dad was also a part of, and so she got accepted at the end. It was just so wholesome, and yeah, it was just very. I feel ready for Christmas. I really want to read Christmas books now. I'm in the mood for Christmas now. So if you haven't read this book, if you have never heard of this book, I would say definitely give it a try. Okay, since I have finished my 4th book, I can now fully read my 5th book. I'm not gonna choose my next audiobook until I finish this one and give you my thoughts, and then we can start on my next audiobook. And I think I need to organize my desk today. I was actually planning to declutter space in my home every day during this little vacation holiday thing, but since I'm sick, I'm not feeling it, but I need to organize my desk, and I also really need to continue my travel journal. I really want to start a new puzzle as well, so I don't know, we will see. I have chosen my next audiobook, but I'm not going to talk about it. But yeah, at the moment we need to continue Lonely Hearts Day. I am enjoying it. It's a very easy read, like all Casey West books, and honestly, I don't see. I mean, I can see them getting together by the end of the novella, but yeah, I'm excited to see it, because at the moment they are both like, oh no, I don't see the other person as boyfriend girlfriend material. So yeah, we just friends at the moment. So yeah, we will see how it goes, and I will keep you updated. Okay, so I've decided to do a little bit of travel scrapbooking. So I'm still doing spreads from my 2022 Balkans backpacking trip, and I'm finally getting closer to finishing it. I did a flip through of the first half of this travel journal on my other channel 3 years ago before this trip, and once I'm finished with this travel journal, I will do the second flip through, but I'm just gonna have my coffee and continue with the audiobook, so yay! Hi guys, so it's Monday and I just finished my book number 5, which was Lonely Hearts Day by Casey West, and this was a short novella, and for some reason it took me a very long time. I've noticed that it's hard for me to pick up an ebook. Like I don't want to do it. I constantly get distracted by YouTube or TV series or something, and I just struggle reading ebooks. I've been struggling for like this entire year, honestly. It's been difficult. And so it took me a while to go through this novella, like I think 3 days, although it was only like 90 pages long, but I really enjoyed it. I gave it 4 stars, and I thought Scarlett's and Jack's relationship was very beautiful, and so basically they were throwing a singles party during every Valentine's Day, and for 3 years Scarlett was throwing a party, and then on the 4th year she kind of stopped, and something happened during 3rd year that made her stop, and things are happening in her family's life that made her think that love is worthless and such, and yeah, I'm really glad that everything resolved at the end, and obviously she got together with Jack. That's like that's obvious, right? But it was a very sweet and nice book, and I highly recommend it. It was short and sweet. And yeah, let's move to book number 6. So book number 6 is one that my little brother made me read, and that is Sharp Objects by Gillian Flynn. I've read a book by Gillian Flynn in the past. It was Gone Girl. So I read Gone Girl, and I really, really loved it, and this year my little brother decided to read Sharp Objects, and he really enjoyed it, and he said, oh yeah, you have to read it, and no, you're not going on my desk. So I borrowed it from him, and I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna read it. It was available on Libby, so I've been listening to the audiobook, and I'm also kind of reading along a little bit, and I think this is going to be my last read. I really wanted to start another one, but I think I want to read this like both physically and also listen to the audiobook. And so this one is about Camille, who is a journalist, and she returns to her hometown to resolve a mystery murder of a preteen girl. And so basically a year ago this one girl was murdered, and then very, very recently when Camille gets into town, this other girl is murdered, and so she is trying to unravel this mystery and just find out what's happened. And she also has so crazy boy. So anyway, she also has a crazy mother, and their relationship is very weird, and him so much, but he's so crazy sometimes. So anyway, I'm about 40% done, and I'm really enjoying it. I'm excited to see who is the guilty one. I have my suspicions, but I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. I will update you later, because this little guy is crazy. Pepper. This crazy guy? He's so crazy. Okay, okay, I gotta go play with him, because otherwise he is just gonna ruin everything around. Okay, see you. Okay, I think it's finally time to finish this episode. So I was actually supposed to finish it last Tuesday when the so-called readathon was over, but I never did, and it is now the next Tuesday, so a week later. And yeah, my last book was Sharp Objects by Gillian Flynn, and I really enjoyed it. I remember I absolutely loved Gone Girl when I read it years ago, but this was a decent thriller, and I kind of guessed who the murderer was, but then it turned upside down, and it turned out that that person actually was only like part murderer. I don't know, it's confusing if you haven't read the book. If you have read the book, you will know what I'm talking about, but I recommend it. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. It was decent, it was really good, it was like suspenseful. I don't know. And actually I finished this book a couple days after the readathon, so I don't know if I can include it, because I read the majority in until the end of the readathon, and yeah, the last 20% I read on Wednesday and Thursday, but I really enjoyed it.
Now let's do a recap. So we started this episode on 166 books, and I did not get any books this weekend, so we are now at 160 books, and yeah, like a decent number down. And since this is the last TBR takedown this year, I hope to get my TBR down to 155 by the end of the year and like start next episode in 150s. It would be ideal if I could get to 150. That would be just awesome. And then like next year I could just get to my goal of 50 books. I don't know, that would just be incredible. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you very soon. Bye.